Hi everyone, R-Dub back. It's been a while. On March the 3rd, 2020, I had a video out that was simply entitled, There Will Be Other Viruses, And that's true, there will be. But more timely, there will be other variants of this virus. Wasn't expecting that. I don't know why. So what's a variant of a virus? A variant is any time a virus changes, mutation, if you will. It doesn't change how the virus works, but it changes how the virus acts. In this particular case, the variant that we look at mostly is the Delta variant of the COVID-19 virus, and it has made the virus spread quicker, and it has made the virus more infectious. People are catching the virus a little bit quicker, and it also affects how well the virus can infect people that have already had a vaccination. Brings me to the next topic, a breakthrough infection. What the heck is that? A breakthrough infection is an illness that occurs when a person gets sick from the same illness that a vaccine was designed to protect them from. And you're seeing that now. You're seeing people that are fully vaccinated that are still getting the COVID-19 variant of Delta for the most part. People are getting sick and people are even dying. Colin Powell being the most recent one that was fully vaccinated that did die from a COVID-19 infection. How do we fix that? Well, we fight two things, inflammation and free radicals. How do we fight a free radical? We use antioxidants. A free radical is an oxygenated cell that allows for chain reactions to happen in your body. COVID-19, the SARS-CoV-2 virus is a messenger RNA. When it gets into your cells, infects you, it changes the RNA in your cell and quickly starts to multiply its RNA in your cells, changing the RNA that's in your cells, and you get a chain reaction of extreme sickness. Anti-inflammatories, inflammation's bad in the body. Fluid in the lungs makes it difficult to breathe and pass oxygenated blood into your tissues and cells that they want, and it also builds up fluid in the heart, which makes the heart work harder, and you have the potential of heart-related problems as well. So what do we do? Obviously, we have the vaccines. We like to supplement. We supplement no matter what is going on. One of the things that we take every single day is a low-dose aspirin, an 81 milligram aspirin. What's the benefit of that for an infection? In studies from WebMD, the one that I saw for this particular one, low-dose aspirin reduces the risk of infection to COVID-19 by 29% in the study that they cited. If you do happen to get COVID-19, it also is a good treatment. COVID-19 affects the blood. You get a lot more clotting. Your low-dose aspirin will thin out the blood and reduce your risk of clotting. So clotting is bad for the heart. Clotting is also bad for the lungs as well. Clogs up the alveoli and makes it more difficult for you to oxygenate the blood through the lungs. So that's the first thing that's on the list every single day for us. Another one is vitamin D. Vitamin D is kind of a misnomer. It's actually a hormone. Our body produces it naturally when we are exposed to sunlight and sunshine. In the northern hemisphere, especially this time of year, we're getting less and less and less sun, and your body is not able to produce as much of it as it can, so we supplement it. Beth and I take 8,000 international units per day. Depending upon who you talk to, consuming 800 to 8,000 is about right. Once you get over 10,000 in international units, you have some other issues that can take place that are bad. But 80% of the people that are infected with COVID-19, according to a study at the University of Chicago, are vitamin D deficient. For whatever reason, people that are vitamin D deficient are much more likely to be infected by COVID-19. So make sure that you keep your vitamin D going. For us, it's a lot, 8,000 in international units per day. We've heard you can use as little as 800, but too much is too much and not enough is not enough. You have to find that Goldilocks just right spot when it comes to vitamin D. Vitamin B complex. We take a vitamin D complex every day, 360 milligrams. What do you mean vitamin D complex? There's several different vitamin Bs. Vitamin B complex is vitamin B1, vitamin B2, B6, and B12 that we have in the pill that we take. It helps to grow red blood cells. Why are red blood cells important? Red blood cells carry that oxygen to all of your tissues. You need perfused blood to be healthy, and that helps to boost the immune system. So get your vitamin B in your body as well every single day. Vitamin C, antioxidant. Fight those free radicals. We take 500 milligrams per day. Now the good stuff. Zinc. Why is zinc so important? Well, zinc, and then again, we take anywhere from 30 to 50 milligrams, depends upon which bottle we happen to buy. This one is 30 milligrams and has some vitamin C in it as well. But zinc is an anti-inflammatory. So you get less of that fluid in your lungs, less of the fluid around your heart. Everything works better when they're not inflamed. Zinc also reduces blood sugars. That's good. To prevent, it strengthens the immune system. Zinc actually will stop the messenger RNA from reproducing in your body. It will also stop the messenger RNA from getting into your cells. So it'll stop messenger RNA from COVID-19 from getting in the cells. If for whatever reason that does get in, if you can get zinc into your cells, it will also stop that replication of the messenger RNA. The downside to zinc is that our body does not want to absorb it readily, so you need something to help carry it in, and one thing that will do it, and this is what we take, is a plant-based pigment called quercetin. It is derived from plants, fruits, vegetables, grains, all of them you can get quercetin out of. It's an anti-inflammatory and an antioxidant. It reduces blood pressure, it reduces blood sugars, and it carries zinc into your cells. Very good stuff. The only downside to quercetin, at least for me, is it makes my joints a little bit achy and my muscles a little bit achy. So I take some bovine collagen to make up for those achiness, and I take a lower level. I take 500 milligrams per day, and Beth takes 1,000 milligrams per day because it doesn't bother her at all. And one last thing that we take every night before we go to bed, all those things I take in the morning before I go to work. This is one thing I take. The last thing I take before I go to bed is melatonin. Like vitamin D, it is a hormone. Your body produces it automatically for you. The downside to that is, as we age, we produce less and less melatonin. What does melatonin do for us? It helps us to sleep. One way to fight off infection is to get a lot of great sleep. One way to fight off an infection after you've gotten it is to continue to sleep. Melatonin will help you get to sleep. Your body produces melatonin when you're completely in the dark, and it tells your body that it's time to sleep. As we get older, we don't produce it as readily. So Beth and I take 10 milligrams every evening before we go to bed. It's the last thing we do before we go lights out. For me, 10 to 15 minutes after taking it with complete lights out, I'm out like a baby. And I sleep a long time thanks to melatonin. You can take less. They come in 1 milligram, 2 milligram, 3 milligram, 5 milligram, 10 milligram. I'm sure there are other levels as well. We just take a higher dose because, well, we're getting older and we really like and need our sleep. So that's how we do it. Again, there's probably going to be more variants. And when this thing's over, there's going to be some other virus out there too. So continue to attack these viruses on multiple levels. Stay healthy. Stay immune. Do what they ask you to do, but also think for yourself. R-Dub, out.